Hey guys, welcome back to 5nothing100nothing.com. I am Fugget, and today I want to talk to you about how to survive a breakup, being dumped, right? Now, most of us, if not all of us, have gone through it at one time or another, and they really suck. They've happened to all of us. We've either been the dumpee or the dumper, right? So, it's a mother. It's one of the worst things I think you can feel. And I can tell you, going through many breakups in my life, one thing is for sure, that whenever you go through them, at least for me, I felt like, and this sounds really bad to say because I love my family, but when you get dumped, right, it's like you feel like it's worse pain than like if a family member dies or if you have a significant death of a close loved one. And what I think that's about is that you have to still live with the knowledge that this other person is alive, and they may be dating other people, sleeping with other people, loving other people, starting a new routine, starting all this new stuff, right, without you. And that feels crappy, especially when you did not want the breakup, okay? But it happens. It's going to happen again, possibly. And you need some strategies to deal with this. So it's a tough topic, but if you're watching this, I feel for you. I know how it feels. And you will survive it, I promise you. And not only will you survive it, you will thrive and be better for it. Yeah, you don't want to hear that shit right now. You just want to like figure out how to get them back or how to instantly feel better. Okay, I get that. So let me give you some tips to help you to survive and thrive being dumped. Okay, so first tip, you need to allow yourself time to reflect on the relationship. And I don't know if you were living with the person, if they were in your everyday life, but the closer you were together and the more time you spent together, not only the length of the relationship, but also the day-to-day interactions. You know, everything's changing now because that person's decided they don't want to be in your life anymore for whatever reason, okay? And now that you have all this extra time, not by your choice again, what it allows you to do is it gives you time to reflect on the relationship and on your own mistakes. And I heard a life coach say one time, it's sort of like whenever there's a frog in boiling water. You know, it starts off, if you just slowly turn up the heat, the frog doesn't know it's being boiled, right? But if you take the frog and throw it into boiling water, it knows right away and tries to get out, okay? That's sort of what happens in a relationship when things start to kind of go sour. And if you're an undersized underdog watching this, guys, we don't see the signs. We ignore little things, and maybe you went from trying to charm her and wine and dine her and treat her well, buy flowers or whisper sweet nothings, all those things. You get complacent. All of a sudden, you're on the couch. You're just like chilling out. You guys have your routine. You have your Netflix shows. You binge watch things. Maybe you put on some, happy new relationship weight. All these other things. Maybe you stop going to the gym. A lot of things can happen, right, to cause a relationship to go south or someone to lose attraction to you. So this time, you now have to reflect on your mistakes and change it, right? That's the second thing, is you learn from these mistakes, and now that you've identified them, you can course correct, okay? How can you be a better person? How can you never let that happen again should this person be back in your life, or you meet somebody else? Because if you meet someone even greater, someone that really knocks your socks off, and this other person doesn't come back, well, you want to be better because you don't want this to ever happen again. You don't want to feel like you feel right now. So, allows you to look at things and course correct so that you can be the next time around with either your ex or with a new potential relationship, to be your very best version of yourself right now. Okay. Third thing this allows you to do is reconnect with your family and friends, right? So when people tend to get in relationships, they tend to like forget about like the little things they would do. Like if you used to go shopping with your sister or brother, or, you know, go over on Sundays and see your mom and have dinner, or, you know, hang out with your friends on a given night, you know, your other single friends. And now that you're in the relationship, you love spending your time with that significant other. So you and your ex would do all these things together. So you don't see it because you're happy and, you know, you're in this relationship. But all of a sudden, you know, the people that you were in their normal weekly, daily lives, now they're noticing that you're not there. And it's easy to get selfish like that and forget about them and get things out of balance. And it happens to all of us. So it gives you a chance to reconnect. Not only does it give you a chance to reconnect with family, friends, it also allows you time to reconnect with you. Okay? That might be the biggest tip of all. I mean, it gives you time to think about, who are you? You know, who are you at this stage in your life? You know, reflect on that. What do you want now? So depending on the length of the relationship, let's say you were together for 2 years. Well, 2 years is a long time, right? Maybe 3, who knows? But it gives you a chance to now reflect and say, okay, who was I when I met this person? What was my emotional state? Where was I, and at what stage of life was I in? What was going on? And through the relationship, there's probably a lot of really good things that happen, good memories, things you discovered about yourself, maybe interests or foods or culture, things that, you know, broadened your horizons with this other person, your ex, that now with that and other things that happen have kind of changed who you are or shaped you. Maybe you thought you liked certain qualities about a person that attracted you to your ex, but now you realize they're not going to work for you. You know, you're a different person. And unless you were actually in the relationship with somebody of those qualities, you didn't realize that you don't like those things. So take a new inventory of yourself and figure out, who the hell are you and what do you want? Okay. So next thing, meet new people. Okay. The world's a big place. There's a lot of people, right? Remember, during the course of your relationship, if you're being honest right now, I know you're heartbroken, and right now you've taken that ex and put them on a pedestal, and everything was wonderful, and they were great, and you're missing their laugh, and their this and that, but remember whenever you were walking through a store, and you saw this cute girl, and maybe you and your ex were like having a little bit of a disagreement, or maybe you were frustrated with them, or, you know, for whatever reason, you just weren't particularly attracted to your ex while you were still with them. And then you see this cute little thing, and she's kind of smiling at you. And for that little bit of time, that split second, you're like, if I was single, and you just fantasized about it for a second, right? Well, now's your chance. So go find that girl. Go find another girl. Like, think about it. Try to put yourself in the state of mind of, what was I lusting after or looking at, but I just didn't let myself really entertain it or be shady and like try to get my little side piece going or whatever, however you want to put it. But there was somebody, right? Or there might have been a series of people if you're a girl watcher, right? So think about it. Now you can do whatever you want. And I don't say that like that you're trying to replace your ex so fast or whatnot, but sometimes you just need that little bit of something, meaning that so that you, it didn't come out right. You just need to like realize that you're lovable, and life will go on if you don't ever have your ex back, and you need to start like that awakening in you that you are valuable, you are lovable. I mean, think about it. Before your ex was in your life, you were still fine. You know, you had your good days, your bad days. You were lovable. You may have had previous relationships. Well, you went through those, and you were fine without them too. You'll be fine without this person. Okay, if they never come back or you never get another chance, you'll be just fine. I know it's not what you want to hear, but it's true nonetheless. So the thing you got to do is you just got to go out and see what your market value is. It gives you a real good chance to see, okay, who am I today? What can I improve? What is my attraction level? Who can I attract into my life at this point? So, now's your chance to go out there and kind of see what your value is and maybe trade up. Maybe, find somebody that you wouldn't think would be attracted to you, but maybe they knew you were in a relationship, so they kind of backed off. They did the right thing, but now's your chance. Why not? Swing for the fences. Okay? Next thing is the time of the breakup and whatever is going to come of it in the future is you give your ex some space to breathe. Remember, they broke up with you, and that's because they wanted to get away from you. So the pain is real. The pain is it's just very intense, but space and time allows those pains or those hurts to heal. And it also gives them a chance, just like you have the chance now, and you're romanticizing and how great they were and everything else. Well, when you take some space, it's going to give them the chance now to miss you as well. So don't blow them up. Don't leave a ton of, messages on their phone. Just give them the respect and honor their word or their wants. And that is right now the request to have a breakup, and just act as if you're fine, because you are fine and you will be fine. And, if you love them enough and respect them enough, you'll just give them the time and the space they need to breathe from you and or explore other options. Now, nobody likes to think about that. There's a little piece inside you that thinks they're going to find somebody better, everything else. But the truth is, you're you, and you want somebody, you want a mate that sees your strengths, loves you for your blemishes, your whatever it is. Not that you're not improving, but you are who you are. So if this person sees you as you're not like everything they want, and you're easily disposable to them, depending on your circumstances. But if they can live without you and aren't have no problem losing you, do you really want to either manipulate or trick or try to convince or sell them on yourself that you're so great and they should really take you back, they made a mistake? I mean, in one hand, it's pathetic, but it's obviously, you don't want to lose a person because you love them. But that's the ironic thing, is you've got to let them go to get them back. It works. It works every time. I could have saved myself so much pain and anguish by just letting go, and give them the space, respect them, and love them enough to let them go. Don't stalk them on social media. Don't bother them. Don't try to do things to make them jealous. You just live your life. Just live your life, be honest and truthful with yourself, and fix yourself. Make yourself better, because you're one sexy ass muffo, right? So just let them calm down. This space gives them a chance to calm down, to miss you, like I said. And it's not manipulation, right? It's respect and giving the person the freedom of choice. That's huge. They should choose to want to be with you. Why do you think you go to weddings or you see two people come together and they commit their lives to each other, and it gets everybody choked up? Because it's a beautiful thing that in this big, crazy world, you have two imperfect people that see enough in each other and love each other enough that they want to commit the rest of their life to the other. And it's pretty magical, So you have to look at that and say, okay, I want somebody to love me like that. And your ex might be the person, like I said, the space can do both of you a lot of good, because it allows you to reflect on the relationship, get away from the situation. Because if you've always been with them, then they don't even know what they have until they lose it, or until you got to give them a chance to miss you. And when that happens, it's going to show you just how strong, your relationship really was. So you got to go through the process, you guys. You got to go through the process. You'll be better for it. Trust me. Like, comment, share, question me. Questions, not question me. Question and comments on the channel. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great rest of the day. Take a deep breath. It's going to be okay. You will survive, as Donna Summer said, right? Boy, I aged myself with that one. All right, guys, have a good one. Good luck. Hoping, praying for the best for you. You got it. Take care.